Grand risings, divine beings. This is Dr. Shreya Tayeb. So listen, I normally do not come on this late, especially for live, but I'm following divine instructions and divine order. Um, I'm just gonna wait until the audience builds up here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start reading for the collective and giving you guys an opportunity to chime in, sign on, etc. Mhm. Hi, Dana. Hi, Heather. Listen, I am glad that I listened to Spirit this mornings to just come on and just give the collective a reading and to see if you guys wanted to get your personalized readings. Um, there's my link to PayPal, and then let me drop my Cash App, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start channeling. And do you guys please do not forget to smash that like button, please and thank you. I love it. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. I have just been up with spirit. I've been good, Heather. How you been, honey? Mhm. It's been a long time since I've heard from you. Maybe this is the reason why Spirit told me to go on right now because this is meant for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It has been a few years. I'm glad to have you here all the same. I'm going to go ahead and start channeling messages from Kuan Yin. I've been working with Kuan Yin off and on like for the last 7 years. And when I had first awakened, I really was intrigued by her. But then for whatever reason, I switched to Mother Teresa. But then for whatever reason, I switched back to Kuan Yin because nothing against not Mother Teresa, excuse me, Mother Mary. Nothing against Mother Mary. Actually, Mother Mary is spiritually my aunt, and literally, she's my aunt. But I love Kuan Yin. Her energy is just way different, and it's still Mother Mary. It's an incarnation of Mother Mary in Chinese. Um, she's a Chinese deity, but I just love her because she is just she's full of when she comes to you, like she blesses you with something. Not that I need that or like, oh, I'm only dealing with her because she's only given to me. No, she gives you something. She gives you a blessing. She gives you mercy. She gives you grace. She gives you something. Like she's never going to come to you and say, oh, child, you're doing well. Nice job. Pat on your back. She's going to give you that and more. She's just the epitome of love. And that's what I'm working on. I'm working on my heart chakra because I've been, I've been done a lot of ways by a lot of people, and I'm just healing from it all. And she's here to help me to just open back that heart space because when we close it, we close off our blessings, you guys. So this is a big deal for me, and I love her energy. And so I decided to use her for the collective and for you guys' readings for this life. So let's go ahead. Let me clear the deck with my carnelian crystal. And then let me go ahead and start shuffling for the collective. Hello, Debbie. It's my God. Maybe I should get on this time every night because this is what time I get awakened up by my out of my sleep by my angels. Okay, I always get up about 3. They either wake me up at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Not really anywhere in between. It's usually sometime between 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I'm up meditating, praying, um, doing scholarship, I might read a book. People wonder why I'm able to read books the way that I'm able to read them. Is because they wake me up in the wee hours of the morning, and I just fill my time with whatever they guide and direct or instruct for me to do. And that's how I get through my books. I just read a book by Dr. Morse. It was on health and it was about fasting. It was 1,062 pages. I read it in 8 hours because I couldn't sleep. Wow. Okay, hiking is great. Oh, that's amazing. Yes. Yep, you right. Yeah, Dana, my sister and my good friend, she just said, "Yep," because that's when I usually respond back to her, is when I wake up. Yes, you guys are light workers. This is when we get our downloads. That's why we're all here and that's why we're all up. So let's go ahead and get the first message. All right, Kuan Yin, Divine Mother, give us our first message. All right, so we got sound the fierce flute. Okay, hold on. 1 second, y'all. Um, I need some light in here so I can see. Okay. Sound the fierce flute. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute, cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values without getting caught up in distraction. To grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, make high vibrational choices that feel good to you. So, the message, you guys, is whatever situation that you find yourself in, make sure you're making high vibrational decisions. Make sure that you're intentional. Okay. Yeah, Debbie, we got that energy from the new moon too. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of you are having very intense dreams, you know? And the portal's still open. And a lot of us are shifting different timelines, all right? We're shifting different timelines. Some timelines are collapsing. We're ending contracts and beginning new contracts. There's a lot going on in the collective right now, trust me. So, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. All right, let's get the next message. And you guys, if you want to, you can go ahead and start ordering your reading while I'm reading for the collective. It just makes it more efficient that way. The next message is the dance unveiling. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. So, some of you have been moving in confusion with a certain situation. The situation itself has confused you. Okay. Maybe it's something that you've been feeling that is diametrically opposed to what the universe is showing you. And that is about to become clear to you. Just like sand shifting, the picture will seem clearer, quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. So, your intuition has been right, okay? Whoever this message is for, your intuition has been telling you something totally different than what you have been seeing in your current reality, okay? Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. So, what the Divine Mother is reminding you of at this moment is divine timing and divine order. I know sometimes when we're in our situations, we want like a immediate, um, I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. I just got distracted. We want an immediate resolution. It don't always happen like that. As a matter of fact, 10 times out of 11, it doesn't happen like that. You know, our patience is required because remember, when the divine does something, it's not only it's for you, it's half price, Dana. It's $33 and 33 cents. Dana's my moderator, you guys, so she gets half off. Um, so with that being said, you're going to get through what you're going through. Just be patient. Know that you're not going through anything, but you're going through everything. Okay? I'm telling you. Yes, it is half off, Dana. So for you, let me give you the exact amount for you. $16.66, baby. But yeah. So I know this might sound cliche to some of you because I already know God told you to be patient before I did, right? But God is just basically letting you know that patience, okay, baby, patience is a virtue. And let me tell you why. Because we can't see everything around the corner. Even those of us that have the gift of seeing the foreseeable future, sometimes we're blindsided and we can't see things as well. And so when we act in haste and when we act out of instant gratification, we shortchange ourselves because we don't see the full picture. And if we just allow ourselves to just go with the natural ebb and flow, then we open up the doorway for the infinite to come in and bless us beyond our wildest dreams and bless us beyond our wildest imagination. Okay? Because I can guarantee you that God knows better than what we know. Okay? I had a situation where my ex called me and he wanted to hook up with me. And I wanted to hook up with him too because it's been quite some time. But do you know that the divine made it to where I couldn't see him? I immediately started having issues. I don't have health issues. Out of the blue, something hit me. And I laughed. You know why? Because I knew it was divine intervention. I knew that, all right, Dana, I got it, baby. I knew, I knew that the divine intervened between me and this man. And I'm telling you what God told me. Stop selling yourself short. Stop selling yourself short. You know that you are not going to have a relationship, a long term relationship and commitment with this man. Why even entertain what you don't want? What are you looking for? I'm looking for a long term relationship and commitment. Was I going to get it with him? Hell no. And God was like, and exactly this is the reason why it didn't go through. Because what I want for you is for you to move onward and upward, not backwards. God has really been on my tail lately. Okay. People think that being spiritual is all this woo woo and fluffy stuff. No. You know, I seen last week and it made so much sense why I have been going through some shit here within the last 30 days. She said her spiritual teacher told her that the more that she moves into her light body, the more shadows that she has to cast. That's deep, isn't it? The more you move into your light body, the more you move up spiritually, the more you're going to be exposed, and the lower entities are going to see your light and be attracted to you and try to fuck with you. Bottom line. Like literally, I'm a part of multiple covens. I guess I would say that I would call them that because they all do magic. And one of the ones I'm, a part of, they call me a neophyte because I'm a baby compared to them when it comes to magic. And this is where I learned a lot of my high occult magic from. And this is the reason why my rituals work and they do go through, because I use light beings. I work with the archangels. Okay, I work with deities as well, but all the deities that I work with are very heart sentient beings like Kuan Yin. Bastet, I just started working with her. I am like totally in awe with her. I'm amazed, and I'm just like, damn, why did I work with you a long time ago? Why am I just working with you now? But I realize, again, as we were talking about earlier, everything has a process or a process, right? Yes, Dana, the spiritual path is the hardest path. It's the path, it's the path that m- most people don't follow. You see what I'm saying? Most people stay in their limited beliefs and thinking, and they stay in the matrix, and they suffer miserably. They suffer miserably. All right, for those of you that are here, please don't forget to smash the like button. That makes a huge difference for me, and it helps me to get my video out to other people and etc. So yeah, being on the spiritual path, I'm telling you, it's not easy at all. But I'm telling you, once you dedicate yourself to it and you wake up fully, you can't go back from where you came from, baby. You can't. This is what God used to tell me all the time when I used to say it was hard and I just wanted to go back to my normal life. He said, Tyann, you cannot unsee what you have already seen. And that goes for you guys. You cannot unsee what you've already seen. You've already witnessed the worst. Most of you have already witnessed the worst or have had the worst happen to you. So, what are you going back to? It reminds me of a story where Jesus was basically telling his followers, hey, you don't have to follow me. You have free will. You can go at any time. And Peter was like, Lord, where are we going to go? Like, you got sayings of everlasting life. So, if we leave you, basically, it's going to be our death. So, why would we do that? you know? How do I completely up dark night shadow work? I'm telling you, Dana, that is so true. That's a good question. Um, I feel that the more that you stay in tuned with spirit, source, God, whatever you call the creator of the universe, Jesus, Allah, whoever you refer to as your spiritual teacher and guidance. As long as you continue to stay connected and tapped into that, you're always going to have shadow work that comes along with the light work. And it's automatic. You don't even have to ask for it, trust me. You don't have to even ask. It's automatic. Just continue on your spiritual path and your growth, and it'll automatically happen for you. And I want to explain what shadow work really is because there's a misconception for many people. Shadow work is when you work on the things that you're uncomfortable with and you transcend and you transmute it. A lot of the reason why twin flames are, you're welcome, Heather. The reason why twin flames are not in union, you guys, is because they're trying to make something that is spiritual 3D. You cannot do it on the 3D. I'm just gonna tell you, I've been on my journey, on my twin flame journey, for 11 years now, going on 12. And everything has to happen 5D and above first before it manifests in the physical form. You have to go in the different realms. Being a twin flame, being a divine feminine, one of the hardest things is not only the spiritual journey, but awakening the divine feminine within you. So the divine feminine can shine on a without. That is the hardest thing. And let me tell you why. Because we have been censored for centuries, for so long, that now when it comes to us speaking, it's hard for us to be heard and be seen, especially with friends and family. Like I am really hardly on Facebook, and I need to get back on there for my group that I got there. I got things I need to post in there. That's a reminder for myself. But I'm really there because I don't have any support from my friends and family there. So I'm like, why am I here? I have more support on Instagram than I got on Facebook. So why would I go there? And Spirit was like, you're supposed to go there because you're not supposed to decide for people. You put your information out there and let them decide for themselves. And if they choose not to, then okay. But don't just say, I'm not going to go there because I never have anyone to support me, because this may be a time that someone may need what you're selling. And while I'm talking about this, I just came up with the help of my angels making a herbal tea that's an alternative for sea moss gel, because a lot of people don't like sea moss. It's fishy. I mean, sometimes you can't get it to taste right when you add it to certain foods or whatever. So God was like, okay, Tanya, I'm gonna put you on this job. I'm gonna put you on this task to make a tea that gives people the same thing that they would get with sea moss, besides it's in a tea and it tastes great. So that's what I came up with. That's what I've been doing. Sometimes shadow work is unleashing and unveiling your gifts. Does that make sense, Heather? I like what you said, Debbie. As you process wounding, you will have different revelations and correspond different things to other events. And it all trickles in like a dream, but you remember bits that attach to other knowledge. That's true because you get downloads, and that's what the downloads are. And most of us get our downloads in our dreams. Did you guys know that? That's the reason why you're supposed to keep a dream journal next to your bed or your nightstand. So when you wake up, you can write down what you dreamed about. Chances are you'll get majority of your answers in your dream. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next message. And I'm just reading all the comments as I go. And Dana says, yes, it's easier to operate in a masculine energy. It really is. The divine feminine is harder because we carry the spiritual side of the journey. Absolutely. And it's more pressure on us because we hold the space for both the masculine and the divine feminine. We hold space for both. And you know how it is, or how compounding and difficult it is to live your own life. Well, imagine you're doing that for yourself, but what you're doing for yourself, you're also doing for your twin flame too. And with them, they Unless they are fully awakened and enlightened, they're not doing the work until they're forced, until God sends a terror. And then they want to come to us and they want to tell us, oh, I should have listened to you. I'm sorry. Until life gets good for them again. And then they forget about the tower. Happens to me all the time with my twin. I love that, Debbie. I've never heard it put this way. I'm going to actually have to borrow that from you, where you said that when you found that your inner child work also helped you to learn how to reparent yourself. This is a part of our journeys, healing those bloodlines, our mother, our maternal, our paternal, our mother and our father bloodlines, clearing those bloodlines, clearing the karma. Divine feminine has her work cut out for herself. Let's just say that. And in this process, God has me healing me from within. So within, so without. This has been quite a journey because I'm used to working a lot. And within this last week, even though I've been working, God has pulled me away a little bit so I can start healing those wounds, Debbie and Heather, that you guys are speaking of. These wounds have been here for centuries and they've just been following me in this lifetime. But I've noticed that each time that I heal a wound or each time that I work on a wound, I end up unveiling a gift or I end up coming across some information that resonates with what I'm going through. Okay, case in point, um I'm talking to this lady, okay, um about a project that I'm working on, which is a $1 billion project. And I am the type of person where I pay attention to everything. Trust me, nothing gets past me. Nothing escapes my notice. She said, "Oh yeah, and you also are a psychic too." She said, "Do you ever go to TikTok and you ever see them with these things?" She couldn't describe it, but immediately I knew what she was talking about. And these are the dowsing rods. She said they be using them on there and people be paying them a lot of money and da 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 da. Da. And I said to myself, Tyan, why are you only on Instagram and YouTube and you got a TikTok? Why don't you use that platform too? So again, our working on our shadow, our dark side brings opportunities to us. It unleashes things that we have had laid dormant or we may not have thought of. And God presents it in opportunities. Like I wasn't there to talk to her about that, but God put it on her heart to share it with me because otherwise I would have never thought of that. I'm so busy. Me going on TikTok, I've been saying this in my mind for the last 6 months and I still have never went live on TikTok. So again, as we work on ourselves, things will be revealed, just like that card said. It will be an unveiling of the truth. And let me go ahead and get the last card from this deck because I got a couple from the Atlantis deck as well. And then I got to get to Dana's reading because she already paid me. Okay. So we got Spin the Silken Thread Divine. This is going to be interesting. In creating precious skills, there is a sorting process of sifting out that which is broken to find that which is precious and pure. You are commencing a new cycle in your life, and it is time to release that which does not align with your true heart. Choose to release all vows, agreements, and connections that no longer serve your highest good. If you need help with that, I have something that's called a soul revocation that I offer to my clients to help you to get that reset, because there are vows, oaths, promises, decrees, contracts that we've made on the other side of the veil that some of us are still connected to and bind to. And you might think you might have a curse on you, but that's not what it is. You're just under an old contract. And this helps my clients to kind of, it's like a cheat code. It helps you to move past that. Or you can do it on your own, but it's going to take you some time, because you have to reach that God state of enlightenment in order for those decrees and those contracts to go away. And you can, do a new decree and a new contract, which is what I have taught my students in my WhatsApp group to do. They already have decreed it, they've already said the decree. So anything that pre existed up until this point is null and void for them. But all of my students there have reached their God potentiality. Okay. And notice that I said God potentiality, because I really don't feel comfortable saying their God state yet. Okay. Because if we all reached our God state, we wouldn't be needing to read more and study more about God and how to have God realization and God actualization. Because really, honestly, this is what everyone that is here on the planet, this is what we all came back to do, is to become God manifested in the flesh. You already are God manifested in the flesh, but some of us are not tapped in and tuned into that frequency. And we're relearning about ourselves as we also learn about God. Listen, hey, no church in a while. This is like a party. I love it. So no church in a while. Um, I'm doing a reading, a personal reading for everyone that's on this live. I'm doing it from the Divine Mother Kuan Yin, which is also Mother Mary's energy. And speaking about our group, she's in the group as well. It's funny, and she's my moderator. But anyway, yes, I'm. It would be 1666 for you because it's half price for my moderators, and then $33.33 for those who are, not a moderator. But yeah, we we got this, show. We got it. All right, let's go into Atlantis. Sade, you're gonna have to click the replay to get the messages from Kuan Yin. But we're gonna get some messages from Atlantis, because I feel like a lot of us here are Atlanteans, especially twin flames. All twin flames came from Atlantis, okay? And Lemuria. So we have some that are Lemurians, we have some that are from, Atlantis, which are Atlanteans. And it's good to read up on stuff like this. Okay, baby. Well, I put my Cash App and my PayPal up at the top, and I'm pretty sure you already got both of my forms of payment. Let's go ahead and get some messages from the Atlantean deck. I love this deck, you guys. Oh, wait a second. Thank you, Michael. He was like, you didn't clear it. And I didn't. Okay. All right. One, two, three. Open up the messages for me. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to deliver the messages that are needed for the collective. All right. We got our first. Oh, two cards fell out together. Okay, now. Let's see. The first card is relaxation. All right. The cells of your body hold the blueprint for your perfect health, happiness, and spiritual destiny. They also hold the full potential of your spiritual and psychic gifts. However, they must be deeply relaxed to enable your true self and in order for your true self to emerge. In Goten Atlantis, everyone maintained a state of comfortable relaxation, which kept them attuned to the flow of life. Consequently, they were always healthy, contented, radiant, and wise. They also had astonishing powers and abilities. The breath of life. This is so crazy, you guys. I have a whole video on the breath of life. You guys need to watch that if you haven't already. If you choose this card, your guidance is to let go and relax for busyness and stress block your divine essence. Breathe deeply so that your cells and your body can release your full divine potential. Okay, so now I understand and understand and overstand why Spirit had me do that discourse on breathing properly and breath work. When we breathe properly, first of all, let's talk about the breath of life. I'm just going to just make it short because I already have a video on it. The breath of life is God in you. God is the breath. God blew into Adam the breath of life, nephesh, which means soul. You don't have a soul, you are the soul. And a lot of us have been misguided about what the soul is. You're the soul. Because the Bible says that once God blew into Adam's nostrils the breath of life, he became a living soul. So you are not separate from your soul. This is the reason why you're being led by the soul, but you're being guided by your higher self. Does that make sense? Your soul already knows everything that you need. So you are being led by your soul, but you're being guided by your higher self. All right. And the next card for Atlantis is excellence. Let's see what that has to say. In Golden Atlantis, inter-community games were frequently organized. People competed for sheer joy and because they enjoyed the challenge. The aim of competition was to develop excellence, never for ego gratification, so losers were gracious and sportsmanlike. Even bridle-free, riderless horses raced for exhilaration and pleasure of it. These were the forerunners of the Olympic Games, and they drew communities together to socialize, participate, and celebrate. Do your best. That's the message. If you chose this card, you may be presented with a challenge or responsibility. It says accept it and do it graciously to the very best of your ability. It does not matter whether you fail or succeed. Your guidance is to participate with all your heart and soul in whatever life presents to you. This was really, really, that tied into everything that I was just saying about the soul. Okay. Because sometimes we forget about the soul. You hear so much emphasis on God, the higher self, but then you forget about yourself, which is the soul. You guys, one second. I need to drink something. Oh, God, doing all that talking, my mouth got dry. And I've been trying to stay hydrated more too. And this may be something that you guys might need to work on as well, is keeping hydrated. so your cells can be replenished. Okay, Sade, the way that you breathe correctly is to breathe from your diaphragm. So you take deep breaths. Because we here in the West, we take short, shallow breaths. And that's the reason why we don't live long. Because we're not allowing our bodies to be filled with God. And remember, God is in the breath. The way that you look at it, and when you breathe deeply, is the divine is filling me up. The last thing that leaves a person's body when they pass is the breath. That's the last thing that goes. Okay? Our breath is our life force. Yeah, I am a Palladian. I'm not in contact with them yet. I know that somewhere along my journey I will connect with them. I actually, one of my teachers who's teaching me now, Munai Kai, which is a form of Reiki, but it's shaman Reiki. I only do shamanism, you guys. I don't do that regular Reiki stuff. I do like, you know, different realms. And one thing that I know, most people don't like to go in the underworld. If I have to, I will. I don't mind. I personally don't go myself. Let me clarify. I said Michael. Michael goes for me and do whatever work I need to do. That's why I work closely. If anyone knows me, you would know that I work very heavily with Archangel Michael on a daily basis. So I don't personally go to the underworld because I don't want to. Why would I go there? But there are some shamans that don't mind. I'm one of those shamans that do mind because I don't want to come back with anything. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to have to come back and clear and do all that. Even though I clear anyway, I just don't like the ideal of having to do that and expose myself to that. But that's just me. There are some people that don't mind. Okay, one more message, you guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start channeling the messages for Sade and Dana. Okay. Ooh, a card just fell out. High Priestess. Everything goes back to Atlantis. I'm working on. There's 5 people here. If you can just do me a favor right now. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna finish after I say this. Please smash that like button. It should be 5 likes right now, and it is. All right. Thank you. All right. What was I saying? High Priestess. Oh, I just got chills. Give me a moment, you guys, because these cards are oracles and Atlanteans used oracles. That's why, my best friend is a divine feminine and I do her readings for her. And it's really difficult reading for your best friend because she don't like the oracles because the oracles tell her what to do as far as the work. She just likes straight tarot because she wants the tea. And I finally had to tell her, listen, what good is the tea when you don't know what to do with it? It's like having someone prepare a good tea for you and you don't drink it. Okay? So get used to the oracles because that is what's going to help you come into union, right? Is getting the downloads. These oracles also are activations and keys. You need that on your journey. You cannot progress on your spiritual journey without your light codes, your downloads, your light activations, These are spiritual tools, which are gifts that God has given you. Take advantage of it. If you're following a tarot reader that only do tarot, stop following that person. Because I'm telling you, they do not have your best interest at heart if they only are doing tarot. It's for the money. I tend to be drawn to light workers. I really have been blessed in this, you guys. I have been blessed with some really good tarot readers, and there's only like about three that I listen to like once or twice a week. And I just came across her name is Cleo Raw. I just came across her channel last week, and I love her. Okay, because she talks about the Atlanteans. She talks about the gateways that are open. She's very connected to source. You can tell within 5 minutes of being on someone's channel if they're from source. If they're talking about Atlantis, if they're talking about light codes, and if they're talking about activations, that's where you stay, because you're actually gaining something from being there, right? It's an inner exchange, and you're getting what you need for your soul. That's the whole point. Duh, right? We're not just going just so we can hear the tea about our twin flame. What can somebody tell you about your twin flame or your soulmate that you don't already know? Let's be honest. We don't care about that. We care about our progression. We care about, getting through our current circumstances right now, which may not even be related to our lover. That's what I care about. That's what I'm working on. I want to hear about how in the hell I can unblock these blocks in my life. Okay? Because I'm at a standstill. That's what you need. That's what the soul needs. If you look around in nature, everything is cyclical. Things happen in cycles. So what didn't happen in the wash comes out in the rinse, you guys. I love oracles too, Sade. I really do. Yes, and when you give back, like you said, Debbie, caregiving, it comes back to you. Exactly, Dana. And it just gets redone. It becomes like a soap opera. I'm sorry, I don't got time for soap operas. I'm real life in it right now. And I need someone that's going to help me to get through this real life ish. Straight up. All right. So we got the high priestess. I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then I'm going to start with you, Dana, with your reading. The high priestess of Atlantis were highly evolved women. Do you guys hear that? They were highly evolved women who were honored and revered for their compassion, understanding, and selfless service to their people. They embodied feminine wisdom and channeled guidance from the Intergalactic Council for the development of Atlantis. In order to develop their powers and incredible psychic and spiritual gifts, they undertook extraordinary initiations to test themselves and to maintain their sixth dimensional frequency. Here's your message, intuition. This is the card of feminine power and wisdom. Do not rely on logic or rational thought at this time. What did I just tell you? The tarot. I'm sorry, but the tarot is rational thought and is logic. So if you chose the high priestess, you're called on to use your intuition and psychic gifts. Respond to challenges from the deepest knowing, for the answers lie within. You are reminded to work with total integrity and compassion. How many times have you went to a psychic? I mean, even Dana can tell you this, where she asked me a question and I gave her an answer and she was like, I already knew that. How many times? I mean, you're really just only going for confirmation at this point for most of you, because most of you are highly evolved or you wouldn't even be on this live. You're highly evolved souls and you already know the answer. You already know the answers. They lie within, not on or without. And that's one thing, you know what? With my son being highly evolved and being psychic, when things used to happen, I used to always go to him. I need you to do my reading. I need you to do my reading right now. I need to know da 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 da. And finally, one day, something was like, Tyann, you are psychic. What are you doing? You can find your own answers. You don't need him to tell you. But I don't know. I don't want to sway the cards. I don't want. Don't even use cards. You know how to straight channel. So sometimes I have to remind myself the gift, the power that I hold. And sometimes you need to be reminded of the gift and the power that you hold. You're all psychic, every last one of you. Exactly, Dana. All of you are empowered to answer any question. When it comes to gaining clarity, don't God always reveal it to you? Sometimes God reveals it to you without you even asking. Tell me I'm lying. All right, that's the message for you guys. Let's go ahead and let me clear this deck for you, Dana, so we can start with your messages from the Divine Mother. Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much. Dana got a chance to see me channel for at least four people that I didn't even know. I had just met them. And I was just, it was like water. It was just pouring out. And of course I asked them for permission because I don't just go around just channeling and telling people about their business. So I got their permission to channel for them and they were intrigued, every last one of them. And it wasn't because I'm more special than anyone. It's because I was tapped into the divine. I go directly to source. My best friend even asked me, she was like, how are you so accurate all the time? I said, because it's not mine, it's God's. Isn't God always accurate? God is never wrong. I might be off like, a few days or a couple of months, but I'm usually right in the vicinity if I give you a time frame. That's the only thing I'm still working on is the time frame. But we all got things that we are working on, right? We're all works in progress. All of you. There's eight of us here. Can you please smash that like button? You guys already did. I love you so much. This is amazing. You guys do not know that when I have people that are here that are resonating and you like it, that means a lot to me. I used to have where there was 100 people on here. And I know that the reason why I don't have that many is because of what I'm teaching. Everyone is not ready for this. And I get this, but this is my mission, so I have to keep going. I'm not about numbers. It's not about numbers when it comes to God. Remember, Jesus said that if one of his sheep out of 100 leaves the pack, he's going to leave the pack to go get that one sheep. And that's how I am. I got almost 20,000 subscribers. And if only eight tune in, chime in, I'm doing my job, right? I agree with you, Dana. I totally agree. All right, let's go ahead. Dana, I'm going to go ahead and focus on you right now. So we already cleared Divine Mother Kuan Yin. Please give us something concise, something true, a blessing. Give Dana a blessing amongst her reading. Give Dana a blessing. Then I'm going to throw an extra card in for you. I'm going to do 3 from Kuan Yin, and then I'm going to do 1 for Atlantis for you. And also for you too, Sade. And anyone else who chooses to do a reading. All right. This is your first card. It says, Turquoise Lotus Mother. An old pattern is finally ending for you. You are to be lifted from your struggle, freed from a weight of the past. You have learned all that you needed to learn, and now it is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and peaceful soul. You see why I love this woman? You see why I love this energy? She's amazing. That's a true gift for you, Dana. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Quyen. What is the next card for Dana? That is so beautiful. So divine protection and your heart can finally rest. Come on now. I think all of us want that. Really. The dance unveiling. Okay, so this came back around for you. So let me go ahead and put this back in the deck because I read this for the collective. All right. Give me 1 second. Let's get another card, Dana, because that's one of the things that I already read. Okay. What is this? Spin the silken thread divine. Why are these cards coming back to you? Hold on. That's weird. Those are the cards that I read for the collective. I want you to have your own personal uh reading. So that's why I'm setting those aside so they won't come back out. Right? I mean, I'm glad that it's still in your energy and you're still, being drawn to that. But okay. Next, Shining Lotus. Okay, let's do it. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge. At other times, we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold and see. So you're birthing something, something in you is being blossomed, like it's blossoming. But the divine don't want you to tell no one. The divine don't want you to share whatever this is with nobody because you're not ready to share that. You're still in your vulnerability stage, if that makes sense. But when you are ready, oh baby, trust me, the world's gonna know and see. Okay. So let's go ahead and get your last message, Dana. Okay. Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured in the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem. No matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. All right, so those are your messages from Quayen. Let's go ahead and get your messages from Melentis. I'm just going to leave the cards I've already pulled for the collective out. That way, I don't have to worry about them coming back because I just feel like it's going to happen again. I feel it. All right, let's go ahead and get your last message. Spirit, give her something concise, something true. And while I'm looking for your card, I wanted to share with you guys here that did you know they did not have money um, in the Atlantis world? They just shared everything. Like they shared their resources. No one took more than what they were supposed to. Everybody had enough and everybody was content. Do you know that we can do that in this world too? But because of greed and power, we haven't evolved to that state of mind yet. But I feel like the more and more that we awaken, us light workers, the more and more that we will come into that where we don't need money and not even fear the fact that money don't even exist. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I just saw that there was um 8 people who liked my video and now it's down to 3. For those of you that are here, can you please like the video? Please and thank you. It's good karma. Exactly. Good for you, Dana. All right. You got the Ice Age. 1,000-year ice age allowed Earth to detoxify, to rest and purify so that the planet could vibrate at a higher frequency. During the Ice Age, the Intergalactic Council was able to plan the fifth and final experiment of Atlantis, heralding a golden age, the most glorious and spiritual time there has ever been on this planet. Sorry, not planet. Um, Preparation time. That's what this is for you. If you chose this card, it indicates that a time of rest and relaxation is needed. Use this space to look within and purify your beliefs and thoughts. This is a time to contemplate or meditate on your life purpose and prepare yourself so that the new can come into your life at a higher frequency than the old. So, Dana, relax, 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 kick up your feet. What is that song by Total? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Just kick it. That's a song that just popped in my head. Girl, just kick back and relax. Okay. All right. Sade, I'm on you now. Okay. Let me go ahead and clear. Where is my beautiful Cornelian? All right. There you are. Mother Divine Kuan Yin. What blessings are you going to bestow upon Sade this morning? Okay. Give us our first card. And there it is. Asking ye shall receive. This is something. We got turquoise lotus mother, and the old pattern is finally ending. This is the same one that Dana got, and it was her first one too. You are being lifted from your struggle, freed from your weight of your past. You have learned all that you need to learn. And now it is time to have relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and peaceful soul. So, honey, a healed heart and a peaceful soul is about to come for you too. Yeah, that is Escape. Sorry, I got them mixed up. Total and Escape came out around the same time. But just kick it. Yeah. I know. You're still adjusting. But honey, in the meantime, in between time, while you're adjusting, kick up your feet, girl, and relax. All right, Sade. Let's get your second card just came out. Okay. You got 10 Sisters of Light. And let me read that. 10 Sisters of Light. I got that earlier today. You have been here before. You lived many, many lifetimes. You welcome. Your soul has learned skills in past lives and develop abilities and talents. It is time to reawaken and reclaim those past life gifts. Kuan Yin's grace, protection, and assistance help you now to release past life wounds so that you may bring past life powers to aid your present life purpose. All right, girl, you got some new gifts and talents that are about to be brought forward here. Let's get your last card from this deck. Okay. Is this the card? Mm. Bamboo Moon is your last card. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe? And all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine, according to divine plan. So any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect. Divine timing is perfection, and it is safe to trust this right now. So trust in divine timing, honey, because it is truly in your favor. Oh, okay. So now that you know what gifts that you came here with, it's time for you to execute. It's time for you to show the world because the world don't know your gifts yet. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and pull you an Atlantean card. Let me shuffle. Okay. Oh, you got High Priest. Okay, let's read this. Interesting. You was a high priest in Atlantis. At any given time, there were six high priests and six high priestesses of Atlantis, highly evolved cosmic beings who took instructions directly from the Intergalactic Council. Each was in charge of one of the 12 regions. Reminds me of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. They were noble leaders who worked selflessly for the greatest good of the people. They presided over important ceremonies and poured pure high frequency light down into the populate to maintain the light of Atlantis. Okay. If you pick this card, it suggests that you take command of your life and demonstrate who you truly are. You are called upon to exercise your leadership qualities, to act with integrity, to take clear, wise decisions, and to empower others for the highest good of all. This is a time for strong and selfless service. Lead with strength and wisdom. That's your message. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. I'm still here. Is there anyone else that wants to do a reading? Let me know, because if not, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and start reading a book. Thank you guys for participating, Dana and Sade and Debbie and Heather for commenting. And, you know, that's good karma. I love it. All right. So since I didn't get any takers, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a good morning and enjoy your day. Bye for now.